Go to him.
Oh. Welcome to Normal World. My name is Black Garrett, and with me...
Hello. I'm Dave Landau.
Yeah.
And I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's not...
You're agua.
Oh, I forgot to say, you can't say the full name. I'm Dave.
Oh, I'm
an agua.
Hello?
Oh, this is an alcohol. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. I thought it might be.
And with us in studio is Angela.
Hi, what's up? Yeah. What up?
Dave.
Clapping for this DEI bullshit.
Feminist propaganda. Dave, if people want to see you in real life, where do they go?
They can come out this weekend where you two promised to be, and I'm going to hold you to it.
I know my husband is he's on call this weekend, so I might have to bring the baby, but I don't know if that's safe, and so I got to figure out.
You can bring the baby.
You can do it. We can get some brass knuckles and protect them.
I like the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's welcome.
Okay.
Not like that.
Why do you say it like that?
Got a good kid.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah.
April 4th and 5th. That's this weekend. I will be at Hyenas in Dallas.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's right. And if you want to, I will be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the 3rd. Just go to davelandau.com and get my book. It comes out tomorrow night at midnight. I actually put together a whole video and put it out today. And it turned out I had the wrong date.
Yeah, whoops.
So it came off like a big April Fool's joke, but I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I think steering clear of any important news on April 1st is probably a good idea.
Yeah, I did an original take without my shirt on, and it made me uncomfortable. So then I redid it with a I didn't show nip.
Okay, above nip.
It was an above nip, but I'm just uncomfortable in my own skin.
Okay.
Anyway.
But maybe you should do it more.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Get used to it and like wade in those waters a little more.
Boy, if I could get an OnlyFans, I'll just jam whatevs in me for money.
That's it. Yeah. What's it called? The therapy where you just have to like immerse.
Exposure therapy.
Yeah, it's exactly what you need to do is just slowly expose yourself with exposure therapy.
That's what people are making their money with today. You know,
It's all OnlyFans.
that's all they do.
Where can we find yours?
On my OnlyFans.
Okay.
It's Black Garrett on YouTube. That's what you can do when the camera comes. There it is. Hey, I also have another channel called Mega Garrett. You can go subscribe to that. Angela, I hear you have one as well.
Yes, it's an Angela Does Horror YouTube channel and same name on OnlyFans.
Perfect.
I love that you're pronouncing it like that.
Thank you.
Desperately trying to make it not sound like horror.
Angela Does Horror.
Angela Does Horrors. That's how you should just say it.
Well, it is like a little on purpose because eventually when I do have to transition to an OnlyFans, then I have a good
It's easy.
transition.
The way this show's going, it's going to be soon. Yeah. And I'll see you there.
Season 3, Normal World, everything comes off.
Yeah, that's right.
You've already exposed yourself on this show.
Pretty much everything almost.
You can check out my
Almost.
Fruit Bowl channel, Tuck It and Suck It. It's pretty good.
Yes.
It's just. I also have musty trombones. It's a whole thing that you don't even want to know.
Curiosity gap.
Oh, that's why I named it slightly different. There's Russ still.
Ew.
Anyway,
That's sanitary.
many people would say my penis is a weapon.
Oh, very pointy.
Yes. No, diseased.
Oh,
Very good.
Very pointy.
Very pointy. Speaking of which,
yeah.
This is not an April Fool's joke. This is for real.
Very serious.
The Brits have until August 1st to get rid of all their ninja swords.
Specifically the ninja variety. If you have a double-edged sword, that's totally fine. So it's just ninjas.
Correct, yes. The UK's Labour government cracks down on knife crime by banning ninja swords. Let's take a look of people turning in their weapons.
Good day for a confiscation.
It is indeed.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Right.
Identification.
Well, Oswald Cottlepot,
Weapon.
what in ninja swords?
Ninja swords. Give
Oh.
that to my fine chap
They're
over
very,
here.
Him
oh, those are very pointy.
They're dangerous.
Pointy.
Right, I'm gonna send him. Get
All
right
right, put them in the rubbish bin.
Throw them in the bin.
Bye-bye.
Next.
Hello?
Identification.
Chester, fanny packs,
Weapon.
chimney sweep,
Chimneys.
or shovel, I don't know the word.
It's aluminum.
Ah,
Yes.
very pointy.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Metal.
I'm gonna go ahead
Thank
and
you.
put it in the
Next.
rubbish bin.
Identification.
William Gaylord,
And your weapon.
one umbrella.
One umbrella.
Oh, very
Gonna miss
pointy.
the
Yes, it's
Gonna miss
very.
that old thing.
It's going to rain. You're going to be wet.
But it's
but
too
you-
pointy for you.
Identification.
Benedict Stapleton, disgraced heir of the Staple fortune.
And your weapon? A stapler. Very dangerous. A projectile.
It's a little no. Oh boy. It's very
And next-
pointy.
Identification.
Amelia Pilkington,
And your weapon?
clothing hanger.
Oh, a clothing hanger.
Could I take,
Please take
could I
it.
take that
Please.
gently, please? Set it down.
Mini sharp edges. Best to put that in the bin.
It's very pointy.
Next. Identification.
I don't really think there's a problem.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Carry on.
It's not too pointy.
No. Oh, thank you.
Have a good day.
Good job.
See him? Yes, he was.
Yes.
You know, it's a good day's work. You want to go have some beans?
On toast.
Yes.
Of course.
All right. All right. It's very wet.
Yes, soggy. That's why I like it.
Yep. Unappealing.
Unappealing. Very serious, real footage that we got from the UK. Thank you for
Yes.
sending us that.
Did you say Adrian Milkington and I missed that?
Adrian Pilkington.
Oh, Bilkington.
Pilkington. It was a.
With the teeth, though.
I know. Milkington would have been funnier.
It really
but-
helps the accent, the teeth. So we
Adrian
understand why.
Milkington would be.
Just a fanny pack.
Milkington.
You know, in the UK, fanny packs are tampons.
Really?
Yes.
It packs the fanny. I
There
get
you
it.
are.
Is that true?
It's true.
Wow.
Oh, because vaginas
And
are
cigarettes
fannies.
are
Yes. Yes.
Yes, cigarettes are two men making love.
Yes. Married
In their
Their home.
marriage. Yeah.
in their home.
Yes, well, yes. In the way that the good Lord intended. At home in their marriage.
But also wrong.
Yes.
You. Gross.
Everything's upside down and stupid. Anyway, this really helps the no gun argument. Who knew people would kill each other with other stuff?
Yeah. I saw a photo. It was like, the London police, and they were like, all of the dangerous weapons we've confiscated. And it's like mall swords and little Batman knives and stuff. And then there's a spoon. Literally a spoon.
The only person I've ever seen with a ninja sword, besides, I guess, a couple people, but was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And he was just like showing me,
Yes.
Yes.
It's always like crazy drug people that have like, but they never like use it against other people.
No,
not to
it's
my
just to
knowledge,
look cool, It looks cool on the wall.
It's intimidating, and you clearly were watching the Home Shopping Network at some point.
I used to live by our neighbor when I was like 10 or 11. He owned one of those. Like, you could get like a catalog and then sell people, usually like figurines or something. It'd be like little eagles or something. You know about these?
yeah.
But instead, this guy, he had swords. So he sold like blade swords.
Really?
Yeah. And like gargoyles. And his whole house was dark. And people didn't like him very much. It was kind of like a nicer neighborhood, I guess. And they had a gargoyle on their mailbox, and it was a problem.
Really?
It was a big ass gargoyle. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can kind of.
So that guy's not allowed to go to the UK. He can't. He had too many swords.
There's no way. Well, why would he go? He wouldn't even visit.
Yeah.
He might like the old architecture.
That's
he wants
true.
To bring his yeah. Well, this is called Ronan's Law because some pussy kid got stabbed to death named Ronan. I'm sorry.
I thought it was about like Ronan, like 47 Ronan.
Yeah, like a samurai. He's
Yeah.
a samurai, not a ninja.
No, apparently in the summer of 2022, there was a murder of a 16-year-old Ronan Kanda who was stabbed to death by a ninja sword just outside his home. So
By
3 years later, they've he did it to him. He was ruled a suicide.
Yeah.
And so they've honored the teenager by taking away ninja swords 3 years later, and all the turtles are mad.
No more seppuku.
I didn't mean to call him a name. I realize it's sad to be
Yeah,
stabbed to
he's
death with a
passed away.
ninja sword, and in no way hilarious.
For sure, no other kid is ever going to be stabbed ever again.
No, once you take away ninja swords, which is the common fighting knife of anybody,
They tell you that in prison.
yeah, they let you
They
know.
all have. They make their shanks in the little shape of a ninja sword.
Well, yeah, you've heard of getting sworded in the shower.
Yeah. Little ninjas.
I'm reading that it was a case of mistaken identity on the 16-year-old, but it was also in Wolverhampton, which we've had stories out of before.
Wolverhampton?
Wait, what?
Yes, Wolverhampton.
What happened in Wolver?
The mayor there died being strangled by his own belt in a lawn chair.
With a bag over his head.
Okay.
Wolverhampton was his
That
safety
seems-
word.
So apparently, old Mayor Wolverhampton, he was too busy with his sword to stop somebody else's.
It's a little
Yeah, it's pretty bad that it's. I don't know.
ninja swords.
What? How do you mistake somebody that you're going to stab to death with a ninja sword?
So the kid was not the intended target. Who
Correct.
was it? Shredder?
It was Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, big whoopsie. That was the Foot Clan came through the town.
Like, why? I just don't understand this.
Well, and they're the flimsiest of all swords. Like when you get those ninja swords from the mall, you know, the hilt's all woggly and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
it's not going to be very, and it's not
Like-
sharp.
You're not really going to kill anybody. And who do you go back to and be like, hey, you got the wrong guy? And you'd be like, really? It wasn't the kid sitting on his porch? I mean, I stabbed him 4 good times with the
Yeah.
ninja sword. Like you, who stabbed him?
It was 2 17-year-old kids. He said, okay, so the kid who died suffered 20-centimeter deep wound in his back and hip area and 17-centimeter deep wound in his chest.
Man.
The pair fled after they realized they'd attacked the wrong person, dumping their weapons and clothes.
Oh, what
so
a
they
goof.
got naked.
in the UK.
And Wolverhampton.
So they're running away in penny loafers. Blood-soaked penny
Benny
loafers.
Hill music. We stabbed the wrong kid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that the kid did die. It was bad.
No,
but if
it's
there was a
sad.
way to die, like we say many times, that's not a bad way to go.
Well, with honor.
Stabbed with, yeah.
I think it's, and we are sorry to hear to the rest of the Conda family.
Yeah,
And then it's good. You don't have to worry about the swords anymore.
that's true.
You may get stabbed,
Yeah.
but it would be with something shorter.
The sporks in the UK, those are on the chopping block. They're going.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's like 4 little knives
Yeah.
on the end of a spoon.
Plus, they're very hand-fed people.
Yeah.
Fish
okay.
and chips and what have you.
That's true. Yeah. Beans on toast, just with their hands. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I went there. They were just shoveling it in.
And I guess you probably were too, because it's so good.
Beans on toast, it's delicious. It's so good. The soggy bread under all that juice. So good.
I like to feel like an orphan when I eat.
Yeah.
That-
When I go for seconds, I like to know what line I'm going to use.
yes, and
More.
a boy without parents in the 1800s is the way I want my meals to look.
I ate
So stew.
pie and mash.
Yeah.
Pie and mash is good. It's just mashed potatoes.
Bangers and mash. is
Bangers
good
and mash,
too.
which is the reason, the reason why they call them bangers and not sausages? Because they're mostly like sawdust.
Oh,
Yes. They're legally required to not call them sausages because most of what's in them is not meat.
it's just dust?
It's like, yeah, some kind of filler, like. So that's what that is.
So they're just
So bangers and something that's kind of like sausage, but not
so
legally.
it's sausage that's made of wood.
Yes. It's probably a World War II thing. Like
Ah,
all
makes sense.
British foods,
Yeah, oh, they all have to be.
all like that.
Mushy peas.
Yeah, man, you want some peas?
Some peas.
Mash
Then-
them into a paste.
and
please.
soggy.
Why are you mashing them? Like they weren't on a cob. Like what? What are you doing?
They put that
teeth.
stuff on everything.
It's hard to eat with the,
That's true. They
Gotta
eat
make 'em
stuff
soft.
pre-chewed.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That the
I have a lot of British friends.
skin,
You're gross.
yeah, but the skin on
Weird.
a pea is like, oh god, oh, my teeth
stuck
it
in there.
chipped.
chipped it.
What happened? I ate a green pea.
Yeah.
It's mashed.
Do that. They put those things on the French fries.
I can't mash
Seen
these
that?
myself. They're all just falling out of my mouth like I'm trying to eat marbles.
I dated like a really old British guy once,
Oh, Buckland.
so I know all about that.
A really old British guy.
He was really old for me at the time.
Oh.
Okay, what was he? 60?
No,
72.
he
So
was 40, 45.
Was it Gerard Depardieu? He's French.
Gerard. No, but I was like 22 or something.
And how old was he?
45.
it was like double your
It's up
age.
there.
It's
But
double
he
your
looked
age.
older.
Oh, that's
He was
good.
British.
At least he was gross.
Was his teeth bad?
They weren't great.
Were they? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, gotta like that smiling up at you.
He
That's all
loved
the sound
mushy
he can make.
peas.
Did he?
Why are the mushy peas neon green?
That's my question. It looks like wasabi paste.
It's unnatural.
I don't care
Sick.
no.
for them. I don't.
He was obsessed with Popeyes when he got here. He specifically said,
The Sailor Man?
no, chicken.
both. I mean, how do you get forearms like that? Yeah. No bicep.
Dude's ripped, but just right here.
But he's probably tasted fried chicken and was like, "What? Is this food?"
They have fried chicken there.
Can you? I apparently not when this guy got there.
Well, he said, "Can you take me to the place where the black people cook the chicken, not the Mexicans?" And I said, "Okay."
Is that what he said for real?
Don't take me to the KFC because they will be Mexicans.
No, just
The Mexicans can cook anything.
Well, he
I'm
just
convinced.
knows they know how to fry chicken better.
That's
That's what
true. They
wanted.
do.
He wanted it
They
like,
know how to
you
fry.
know,
no.
authentic-o.
If you want some good soul food, sort of, yeah, you want to go to a
You want a
black joint.
nice
And
Negro.
Popeyes is
You know how to cook.
exactly.
My granny knew how to cook. She's good.
That was my favorite.
She was white, but
well,
she was basically black. And
but she was cooking for black people.
that's true.
Yeah.
She definitely was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there
So
you
she
go.
knew. She got it from the culture itself.
Yeah.
Knew how to cook that chicken. Miss you, granny.
Mine was a Dago
Oh wow.
Dago fisherman.
who brought a sword to a gunfight. Anyway,
Was it a ninja sword?
yes. Well, Kid Rock, guys, to switch up gears.
Seriousness.
Yes.
The White House.
Donald Trump signed an executive order on Monday. This is I really like actually that aimed to protect fans by cracking down on exploitive ticket scalping.
That's good.
And introduced common sense reforms to the way live entertainment events are priced. With Kid Rock in the Oval Office, Trump signed what he called a very serious order designed to protect fans from having to pay crazy prices for tickets. These are all sentences that are real in 2025.
But finally,
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's actually
no
good.
one even asked for this, but we all wanted it.
Yeah.
It's been insane
nuts.
for the last 10 years.
Do you have that problem?
Uh-huh.
The people scalping?
Oh, well, it's
You do a lot of
because-
shows, yeah.
Yeah, but, oh, yeah, I've had people who've come to the show and told me they paid like $130, and I'm going,
Dude.
what?
What the hell?
We're at a Funny Bone in a mall.
It's free to get in.
Yeah, like, they tell them your birthday. You don't even have
You
to.
just have to walk in. The door is open.
And it's you scalping tickets to your own shows.
Yeah, that's me. That's how I make all the money.
But you go to a lot of like concerts. You do a
I do.
lot of shows. Like you
I
go to a lot
do.
of shows. So do you see that a lot? I've seen that
Yeah.
in Vegas, obviously.
Well,
People
tickets
there
went
everywhere.
from like $20, $25 to just like hundreds of dollars. Just
And then
hundreds
just
of
doubled too, just in the prices after, like the processing fees and stuff.
Yeah.
Right, and then you like, and then with sports tickets, which this isn't for, maybe it is, but a lot of times it's like I want to bring my kid to a Lions game, and I'll look and I'll be like, "You want me to pay $1,300 a ticket?"
And that's on the website?
Yeah, people jack it up. Well, and also, it's not Ticketmaster, but what's the company that they use?
StubHub or
StubHub. They buy their own tickets. They'll buy half the thing of their own tickets and then jack up the price.
So
think
it's
it's
a
a
middleman thing.
Yeah.
It's literally, I didn't even know that. I guess I never thought about it. Like an online scalper selling tickets like that.
Oh yeah, it's dude.
I always imagine it like a guy in a trench coat, and he's like, "You want a ticket to?"
Yeah, well, it was a
Wanna go
one
to Kiss?
time.
It used to be.
Yeah, yeah.
I
it
miss
used to be.
those.
None of the original members, but it's still Kiss.
There's Gene. Why are you talking like that?
There was this kids video.
Your penis is out. I'm also an old timey flasher.
That show's for free.
I'm a scalp flasher. What were you saying?
I was saying there's this video from a Kiss show recently. And they're like, I want to rock and roll all night. And they go to the audience, and there's this old guy sitting in the audience, and they give him the microphone, and he's like, and then they're like, let's try that again, blah, blah. And they do it again.
One more time.
And they give him the microphone, and he goes, I'm not a Kiss fan. I'll see if I can find it. But
He's
it's awesome.
doing-
Your Gene's face.
I was like, what?
He loved it.
Kiss.
Well, don't you want to say? It's still funny though. You're not a Kiss fan, but you don't know the line "Party every."
Yeah.
Like,
It's like
have you never been in a store or turned on the radio?
or watched TV? It's in every commercial.
You point.
I want to rock and roll all night and party
Yeah.
every day. Come on.
Yeah, you just told a bunch of Kiss fans too. You're not a Kiss fan.
You know what it was? He knew the line. He didn't want to be seen saying the line
That's
because he
true.
hates Kiss.
Yeah, he
I
would-
can see that. I understand it.
Oh no! Once I saw them live, I was like, "This is."
I've never really liked Kiss. I mean, I get it. It's fine if it's on. I won't, I guess, skip it. But I'm not like a Kiss fan because it's so repetitive. Like, every song is like the same 3 lines.
Well, it's all pop records. It's just
Over and
pop
over.
rock.
Ugh,
Yeah, it's just
Gross.
power chords.
hate it.
Yep.
And Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi
Bon
sucks.
Jovi is awful.
Bon Jovi is cancer.
He's arguably the worst thing that's ever happened to New Jersey, and that says a lot.
Yeah, it's New Jersey.
Just ugh. But anyway, good job on this. And yeah, they say unscrupulous middlemen who impose egregious fees will be the ones to pay the ultimate price.
Did we show a picture of Kid Rock in the Oval Office? Because I think that's my favorite part of the story.
Yeah, could we see that photo?
Because it's glorious. And I want to know where he goes to get this outfit, the store, or maybe the tailor, and we can get a 3-piece set for
I
us.
love that.
I was thinking
great?
of when I had the CD of Devil Without a Cause and how I
Here we go.
looked at it and never thought that man will be in the White House getting
He
a
did it.
bill signed.
He did it.
And it wasn't even that long.
Look
Oh,
at
there
it.
you go.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Can you
Glorious.
imagine who made that suit?
Very proud. It's a proud day.
That is a fine American suit.
It's Versace.
I bet it's made in Japan. I bet little child fingers weaved that for him.
Yes.
You got the flag wrong.
The dexterous fingers.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing picture. Good job, guys. Honestly.
I love this timeline. This is my favorite timeline because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, towards the end of Earth.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It ramps up.
Oh,
that's how we're ramping up.
That's why I just couldn't stop thinking about it today. I'm like, wow, it's like really like when I had that CD, you never thought that a president and Kid Rock were going to cross at any point. I mean, I know Elvis.
And that president was Donald Trump.
Right.
At the time that CD came out, you'd be like, you mean the guy from Apprentice?
You'd be like,
Home Alone 2?
The landlord?
Yeah. The
Like
guy
that's-
that did the buildings.
Yeah, he's the casino fella.
That guy, the very same.
Yeah. Well, this is now trans news. Okay. Daily Mail discovered that a toddler was kicked out of nursery school after being accused of transphobia. The student was 3 or 4. The building that identifies as a school did not reveal they's gender. Statistics indicate 94 pupils are at similar primary institutions were suspended or permanently excluded for transphobia or homophobia that same year.
What?
Yep. This included 10, I don't even know what this means. This included 10 pupils from year 1 and 3 from year 2, where the maximum age was 7, and 1 child was of nursery age. Helen Joyce, who identifies as the director of advocacy at Sex Matters, said, "Every once in a while, the extremes of gender ideology throw up a story that seems too crazy to believe, and a toddler being suspended from a nursery school for so-called transphobia or homophobia is such an example. Teachers are school leaders involved, and being involved in this insanity, they should be ashamed of themselves." The student was allowed to go back to school, but then he was expelled for being a racist after caught making a drawing on concrete using only white chalk.
Wow. Disgusting.
So yeah, apparently in 2022, this 3-year-old was called a transphobe.
What did this 3-year-old say?
I would love to know.
I want to know.
Let me see if I can give him the article.
He may have accidentally called
Boys
a boy.
have penis, girls have vagina. Get out of here.
What, you don't spread that hate?
Sick, disgusting, you little pervert.
Don't spread it.
Bigoted little child.
Spread it. Trans news. That's when you hit it again. The stinger again.
Trans news. It's beautiful.
Yep. What you looking for over there?
I'm looking for what the student said.
There's got to be a
I just want to know so
transcript,
bad.
right?
How much can a 3 or 4-year-old say?
I couldn't find it. They wouldn't even say what state it was in.
Yeah.
It's got to
Because
be
of the
California.
age.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
I
the
assumed.
UK. It's the UK because
This is the UK?
Yeah, because
No.
the school. What you were saying, I don't know what this means about
Transphobia.
level
yeah.
1, level
You
2.
in it? Oh, right.
okay.
Yeah, didn't it say another British word or something? It was like primary or something.
Level 1, level 2.
Apparently,
So
it
in
just-
America, that's sex
Pupils?
offenders, and in London, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pupils
So they
in primary
said
institutions, yeah.
the student showed an inability to believe a transgender person is actually a real female or male.
That's hilarious.
So they were like, "No, sweetie, I'm a boy," and they were like, "No."
I love that because like
Probably.
little kids can be so brutally honest.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. They literally saw like you look like a dude. So like
You're a dude.
Yeah, they don't.
They know.
They don't. Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, they don't know about your decadent, wonderful lifestyle.
Yeah.
They call it like they see it.
They do. So I worked at a movie theater, and there were the police officers that worked every weekend, and he was going into a theater to check because he's doing his rounds, and he was passing a transgender fellow lady, and he said, "Excuse me, sir," and he goes, I'm not a sir." He goes, "I call him like I see him," and just walked in. I was like, "Oh my god, you're allowed to do that as a police officer." But it's Texas. So.
Not with body
and a long
cameras
time
now.
ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. It was like 10 years ago before all this stuff happened.
Yeah, I was going to say with a body camera, you would never do that now.
No way.
No way.
Call him like I see him. Like, he said it so quick, too.
They were also offing, like, well, not they were offing, but apparently there was a bunch of detectives that had unalived themselves.
Yeah,
Texas.
dude, what the heck was that
Texas.
about?
It was all in the same, like, they were all from the same jurisdiction.
Precinct or something?
Yeah.
It was like 7 of
What
them.
do you think that was? Like, do you think they were in on some kind of conspiracy thing, or just
I don't know. Maybe
Severe
it's just the Wolfensteigen of America.
what?
Wolverhampton.
Wolverhampton. Wolverhampton of Texas.
It's all involved.
Where it all goes down.
Police.
Wolverhampton.
That was really weird.
Yeah, I noticed that. We probably
7
could
officers.
Yeah, like all of them supposedly committed, and there's no way.
There's no way. I mean, I know that the suicide rate in officers and first responders is kind of high.
Oh yeah.
But all in the same week from the same precinct, like that tells me that there's something going on. Like, I don't know if there was like an internal investigation on them and it was about to like blow up.
That's what it
Or
seems
something
like.
like that's what it
They
kind
were
of seems like.
current and former sheriff's deputies from one Texas office died by suicide in 6 weeks.
What the heck? Okay,
Doesn't-
so 6 weeks. That's a little further, but
4
still,
officers,
that's just, I don't know.
That's still
That's sad for
Yeah.
one and kind of weird.
yeah, and like I watched End of Watch again last night because I
Great
haven't
film.
seen it since it came out. Yeah, it is, and yeah, watching that when you realize how brutal it probably must be depending on what neighborhood you're in.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yeah, maybe they were all on the take. But if I was a cop, I'd be so corrupt. Like, how could you? I'd be like, you know how much cocaine and money is here? Why would we bring it all back to the station? That's ridiculous.
Did you see that video when it was a month ago or so where a cop confiscated a little bit of I forgot what the drug was, but he thought it was a different drug and it turned out to be fentanyl, and he OD'd in the police bathroom and was on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, he was completely comatose, and the other cops like came in and saved his
Shouldn't
life,
laugh,
but like
oh,
damn.
Oh yeah, he did live.
Yeah.
I saw that. Okay.
Yeah. So like,
Yeah,
see?
I think we talked about it on the show because it led us into like that one 911 call where he was like,
Oh, yeah,
man,
yeah.
I don't know
Oh
what I
yeah.
did.
When the cop ate the pot brownies.
Yeah, but dude,
We're
like
dying.
he had a body cam on. There's footage of him confiscating the drugs. He goes, "Oh, what is this? Oh, I better take that or whatever."
He's like,
And then he just went to the bathroom.
and I can't imagine seeing as much fentanyl laced cocaine.
I think it was coke.
Yeah, and being like, yeah, this is probably the real stuff.
Sure.
And you know, they're out testing strips, but I'm just gonna eyeball it in 2025.
In the bathroom of the police station.
Just doing it off a urinal, laying there
Man.
twitching.
That just makes other police officers look bad.
Yeah, it's like,
Sad.
come on, Officer River Phoenix. There's
Already laying over here. Sorry.
they're like, should we help him? Well, let's just keep saying names, Tom Sizemore. All right, somebody should help. All right.
Yo, for real though.
You got a defibrillator?
He's drooling.
Let's hit him with it. Bring him back. I don't even like him.
He owes me money.
Wake him up.
Check his
then.
pockets.
Okay, he's got no money in
He's
it.
got more
Yeah, they're all doing it.
They all go out.
Just a pile after a pile.
Maybe
of dead.
that's what happened with these.
Maybe.
They were having a little party in the locker, and
It could be.
I mean,
Dude,
probably not.
police officers see some shit though.
Oh, I know.
I had a police officer that moved from Louisiana when Katrina happened, and he moved to Dallas, and he was working in Dallas. And the stories he was telling me from Louisiana were crazy. And there was a few here. It was like suicides that they walk in on, and they have to like,
Cut them down. And
yeah,
stuff.
like it's horrific.
No, it's
Horrific
very
to
hard
see.
for people to see. Well, and you see a lot of it, I would imagine.
Yeah. You're seeing like the worst in society. Like you're at that level where you have to see it. You're the one there.
Yeah. Like my friends who are cops, like one of my friends is a cop. I think it's Wayne, Michigan, outside of Detroit. But like, imagine you're just like tasing a guy with 3 other cops, and he's just naked on PCP, and he's not going down.
What
like,
do you do?
You're like that's the kind of stuff you have to deal with. You're just tasing a naked guy who has so much adrenaline in him. 3 tasers aren't working, and he has the strength to turn over your car.
Yeah. Like I watched.
I would shoot so quickly too if I was a cop,
Dude, I'd be the first thing. Whoa.
They'd be like, Landau,
hey,
quit
back up.
shooting people. Quit shooting people and
I'm
asking
scared.
questions later. I'm like,
Yeah, like Die Hard.
Joe.
When he's like, I shot a kid, so now I'm like, I'm scared to ever pull a gun. No, I'd be like,
Dude, I would
get back.
I'd shoot everybody. Like, there's that scene I had to watch where the one cholo is just like stabbing this.
Yeah, he's
This cop in the face. And if I walked back there, I wouldn't be like, slowly back up. I'd be like, I gotta shoot him in the head. There's no way I can.
one shot.
But instead, he's like, back up. I'm like, I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah.
There was that video when you were gone we watched with Dawn. I don't know if you saw it too, where it was like a guy using a chainsaw in a nursing home. Like he was just like running around a nursing home with a chainsaw. And the cops were just like, put it down, stop. And he's like trying to pull it. And they're like, stop doing that.
Because they can lose their job for doing what should just be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody should question, like, all right, Johnson, why did you shoot the guy with the chainsaw who was running through the nursing home? Was the chainsaw on at the time?
Well, he was pulling it.
Captain, did you see the footage? He had a chainsaw.
I did, but we didn't get a chance to make sure. We had to do an investigation.
He already cut Gladys in half.
If it was 1985, they would have just shot him.
Oh, dude, he would have been gone.
And that cop would have been a hero.
Yeah, I would have been like, yeah, that's Officer Johnson. He took out that guy, pumped him full of lead. Let's go.
3 drinks for you from now on.
At the nursing home.
Yeah, it
Milk and juice.
just stops in there for prune juice every Tuesday.
You drink free.
All right, good deal. And so many of them are like, I wish you hadn't saved me. They beat me up here.
They steal all of my things.
I thought he was death coming to get me. The sweet relief was making my day.
Thank God it's been a long run.
Far too long. I shat myself. But it was before the guy with the saw.
I was all out of the tank. It was empty.
Yeah, I feel like that's nonsense because you would just instinctively. That's why it's so stupid when they're like, you can grab your baton, your what?
Yeah.
Baton.
You're dealing with you're dealing with
chainsaw.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, what are you going to do? He's going to cut it in half. It's made of wood.
Yeah, and you're yelling, please stop doing that, and he's still doing it. Like
he's looking you in the eye and going like this.
Yeah. And
there's intent.
And you have to wait until it started to shoot.
But then, like, on the other hand, I get it. You know, I don't want the state officers just popping people off all the time. But, like, situations like a chainsaw in an old folks' home, I think, is pretty easy.
I think if the person's armed.
But I'm not in the situation.
And hurting people, yeah, because they're like, well, what about rubber bullets? It's like, he has a chainsaw.
Right.
Like,
well, you were talking about this. Somehow we got into the conversation about tasers, and it's like a lot of the tasers on the market aren't going to stop people.
Oh, yeah, the ones that you can buy online, like on Amazon, ladies, they're not going to take a man down. It's just going to piss them off more. And
the ones that you just zap
the police ones that stick to you, like you were saying, and continue to shoot electric currents into you, then but like they don't allow you to have those on the streets.
No.
And you've seen the videos of the guy that says, I'm going to get you, or whatever, when he's being tased by that. And it's not even like, if you're on PCP or something.
Yeah. Oh, you're nothing.
It's nothing. Yeah.
No, the guy's just going to break you in half.
You're done.
Well, let's get into more of this. Virginia.
Goofrey?
Oh.
What?
Goofrey.
Goofrey.
This is not a good topic. Oh, there's the picture. Wow.
Oh, this is sad. What's up with the British stories today?
I think she's in Australia.
That's Prince Andrew.
Yeah, that's what it's interesting is she has accused some of the most powerful men of sex trafficking. And
she was a Jeffrey
hit by
Epstein victim.
She was a Jeffrey Epstein victim, and that's her with Prince Andrew. And all of a sudden, a bus hit her.
Yeah.
The mother of 3, 41 years old, shares a picture of her from the hospital. She said she was suffering from kidney failure after a bus just smashed into her vehicle. It's the worst way to start a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I won't bore you with the details, but I think it's important to note that the school bus driver was going just over 50 miles an hour.
60.
Oh, 60.
Oh, well.
Mine was a speed joke.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what.
Oh.
I just had to think of something because I felt so bad.
I ruined it.
But I guess it just went in like a tin can.
Man.
And she and her husband were recently separated. She's living in Australia. And now like the picture with Prince Andrew, who we believe has nothing to do with the bus killing her. She did try to fend the bus off with a ninja sword, but was unsuccessful.
Not allowed. Not allowed.
Apparently, she had to turn it in, so there was no defense. And at least it's nice to see a guy who allegedly hanged himself can still accomplish more than this news network. Oh boy!
Oh, but man. She's alive and she's doing all right.
No, she's gonna die.
She did what?
She's still alive, but she's gonna die.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
yeah. She said she had days to live.
Dang.
Days to live.
Because a bus slammed into her, which seems a bit odd.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people don't get in those accidents, but it just seems
just extra suspicious when you're connected to something like that.
It's tragic. Like she has 3 children. She was obviously a victim of Prince Andrew and other people, allegedly.
And this wouldn't be the first time the royal family used cars to take somebody out.
When has that ever happened?
I don't know. I don't want to get hit by a car.
Oh.
Is it Princess Diana?
God, why'd you say
Oh,
that?
shit.
Dang it. Now they're going to hit us with cars.
We don't know that happened.
That didn't happen. It was the paparazzi.
That's right.
It
was.
It was not the queen. Huh?
I believe it was actually the flower market. Do you want to know why?
Excuse me? Go ahead.
Because who has the most to gain?
Oh, it's true.
Think about it.
Yeah, big flower.
Big flower.
Florist.
All those big arrangements.
Floral, yeah.
I've never met a florist that I liked. This
I've never
makes
met
sense.
a florist.
Yeah, they're always dark, nasty people. You see them in the background snipping.
That's
all they do.
Be there, but you're like, everything here is going to die soon. Aren't you happy I'm here?
Yeah.
We're dealing with a finite amount of time.
Maybe that's why they're so dark. It's death. They're dealing with death a lot. Their flowers are dying. They're always sending out flowers to funerals and stuff. So all they want to do is just keep making more funerals.
What about lovers who commit murder-suicide?
Well, I think more people die.
You don't ever get your gal a rose?
No.
From the highway?
Ever?
What, on the highway?
Yeah, sometimes you can. You ever get those
From
guys
homeless
coming
people?
up to you? Yeah, and they're like, yeah, here's a flower for the lady. And then
Gross.
if you make the mistake of engaging,
Yeah,
they'll be like, that's $20 you owe me.
Yeah, don't make eye contact. Or the people that hand you a CD and is like, hey, take a look at this. Give me $20.
That's like every other person who walks up to the table at the steakhouse I go to.
Every single one. There was a panhandler on the side of the road yesterday, and
in America?
He rolled his eyes before anybody even did anything. He went like, hey, I got my sign, and then he immediately went, like, that's no way to...
I think that's probably drugs.
Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe if it's just leaning. You know.
I don't think he was annoyed with you.
I took it personally.
He's on heroin, and you're like, guy's got resting bitch face.
Bro won't even stand at attention for me. The heck? What do you expect me? I'm not going to give you $1.
I was going to give you $1 if you're going to roll your eyes at me like some valley chick.
Yeah. Give me some friggin' respect.
Man, I had a homeless guy one time. I was like in the process of giving him money at a stoplight. And he said...
At a date at Popeyes?
And he said, you'd be a whole lot prettier if you smiled. And I was like, are you serious right now?
That hurts.
You're in no place to be.
And you gave him $2.
No. You'd be like, I bet you'd look worse if you were smiling. With your
busted ass teeth.
Yeah, you ain't shit.
Out of here. I had one homeless guy defend me from another homeless guy in Seattle. Because there was like outside of the apartment that they had me and Brendan stay in.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
in Seattle for Chaz. There was like a
Where
literal...
Can we see that footage? I'm sorry.
Oh, you can see it online. There's a literal pack of homeless people. I'm saying pack because they were acting like a
I
pack.
can't hear that.
They were hanging out.
You just picture Mel Gibson.
Yeah. They were hanging out right outside the door. And a dude came up and was like, hey, can you give me $1, man? Can you give me $1? Can you give me $1? Can you do it? And then another guy came up and was like, yo, dude, stop. He's not going to give you $1. Like, I was like,
Thank you.
Bro,
I'll give you $1.
here's $1.
Did you give him $1?
I threw it on the ground and let him figure it out. I thought it was
Smart.
better. Yeah.
Plus,
I wanted to get out of the situation.
Plus, you get to watch him fight.
Yeah, that's great.
Bum
Yeah,
fights.
you guys are probably maybe a little too young, but you're not much younger than me. But bum fights.
That's what I just
Oh,
said.
yeah,
a
dude.
bum fight.
Did you say bum
fights?
fights?
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't hear you. Yeah,
Dude.
bum fights were nuts.
Bum
Legendary
fights.
internet content.
Yeah, like over a sandwich.
Yeah.
And just guys taking bottles to each other.
That was Jackass before Jackass.
Yeah, like why don't we bring back the good times?
They're not doing anything. They don't have a job.
No, I mean think
And
about.
plus, a sport's a good thing to do, you know?
You could. I
Feel good about
guarantee-
yourself.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if you are in a viral bum fight video now, you can at least sell out a club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You can get a
Definitely.
show on the Blaze, probably.
Yeah, most
For
likely.
sure.
I mean, yeah.
For sure.
It won't be executed the way that you wanted it to be.
Yeah, it'll be all weird.
And then you'll see, like, one day that Tom Segura's just doing a very a sketch show that's basically a funny Black Mirror.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that we may have taped 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and then put it online. But that's cool. I mean, nothing against Tom. I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm just saying it's just proof that had people gotten behind the original sketch idea.
Yeah, two years ago.
Yeah, when we made it,
That would've
three,
been-
technically.
Technically, yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, and then it could be a big thing
could've
because
been,
years later, Netflix is producing the very
same.
same show.
Yeah.
But
But homeless people fighting would be a
digress.
great
It would,
show.
yeah.
I think it would, yeah. We got to come back down.
anyway, according to more, for,
Nobody's watching. They're not watching. Not you guys. We love you guys.
We love you.
guys.
We
Appreciate you
honestly
staying here.
can't
Thank you so
tell you
much.
how much we love you. We really do appreciate you guys.
Do appreciate you guys. Thank you.
You guys tune in, and I mean, the internet is,
Dude, it's a terrible
It's
place.
awful.
yeah.
But
awful
you make it
And we're bitter.
so nice.
Yes, we're very bitter. I used to be a million.
Oh, Stewie. He's so good.
That was good.
That was a good time. That was a good
Oh boy,
time.
what an awful turn of events. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a sex trafficked victim.
A little bit.
This network's going 60.
In a pedestrian lane. I don't
No, anyway.
not.
No, it's great here. Kanye West.
Kanye.
Speaking of a guy who really wants attention.
Speaking
Kanye
of
West.
visionary.
Yes. The master.
Yes.
Artist.
Speaking of before his time,
Yes.
ahead of the curb.
Ahead of the curb.
Hey.
The curve. Kanye West stuns an interviewer. Why would you use that word?
Yeah, that's not good.
He didn't stun him. He showed up in a KKK inspired outfit. I love how it says inspired.
Inspired.
A KKK inspired outfit and appears to fart while in mid interview.
Roll the fart.
Please, God.
Like, you know, speech is censored.
It's academics.
A lot. What we could
Did you hear
say,
it?
it feels like,
Yeah, I heard it.
Wait.
Play it again. Let's play it
Oh,
again.
yeah.
like, you know, speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like,
He even turned.
like, you know,
You think he smells?
Speech
It's,
Wait,
is
here it
censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like,
he's Dutch ovening himself.
Oh, that is.
I understand why it said inspired. I don't think they
They're
have
not
full
official.
black.
It's not official, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You only have red and white, I believe, right?
Yeah, you
And
don't
green,
want
I
to.
think.
You don't want to get
Green?
sued by the Klan.
Fancy. Is he the dragon? The green one?
He's some sort of chaplain.
Don't they use like silly names like the wizard and the dragon?
He's the Grand Chaplain.
Yeah. He's the Charlie Chaplin because of the mustache.
He has to do the tramp walk.
And then pratfall
Yeah.
right in front of the flaming cross.
He communicates everything silently, but when he talks, it's even more amazing.
The dictator. Oh,
That's a good
line.
movie.
Oh, fantastic monologue.
It's good that when a movie came out during the Great Depression, it holds up more now than ever.
Yeah. Well, it kind of makes me sad a little bit. We didn't improve.
No, it
God,
makes me-
that That monologue is so good, though.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, it's basically like it's emotional Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like breaks
what it
characters.
is.
Basically what it is, yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty...
But yeah, Kanye, what's going on with your brother, man?
I just think it's not... Somebody's got to stop this. This is why...
He needs help.
Well, this is why South Park made fun of him. Like, anybody who calls himself a genius, you don't do that. This isn't... Like, this is
He called
just...
himself God?
Yeah.
He called himself God. So, bro's got problems.
Son of Jesus, because it's pronounced ye.
Kanye.
Son of God, Jesus.
I think it's yay, right? It's yay.
I like to call him ye.
My dick, man, it don't work.
He's more fun.
My dick don't work.
But yeah, like we were talking about this earlier. Like, what was he always this crazy? And
I think he was
they were holding him back.
before, right? Like he's got to be off some medications or
Was
something.
it his jaw?
or
when
on?
He broke his jaw. Was that when he went crazy?
No, because
that was
he
before.
He was good for a while after that,
So
or at
he
least
broke his
you
jaw.
know what it was?
Go ahead.
Social fucking media.
Yeah, you're right.
When
Makes us all
social
crazy.
media, yeah, well, and if you just constantly like, he probably had PR teams that were like, controlling him. But as soon as you get like when the phones started getting more high tech and we had social media,
Dude, that's
in our
true.
I bet that's when it started happening.
Because before that, when we still had flip phones, he was still doing like the Beyonce had the best album of the year, and then George Bush doesn't care about black people, and all that stuff.
True.
Which is true. But he was doing crazy stuff even back then. He just had all those PR teams, like you were saying,
controlling it, unless he would just
Controlling
run on stage and do it, which he would. But
I think the first thing though was when he took that award from Taylor Swift.
he tried to.
Oh, well, yeah, but I mean, it took the moment, I should say.
Yeah.
So that was definitely something that I think was because he had a lot of people come after him for that.
Yeah, it was a big,
and rightfully
It wasn't
so.
cool, yeah.
It was ridiculous. Yeah. Let somebody have their, and she wasn't what she is now. Then
No.
you know, it's like she just
She was up
ran
and
on.
coming.
That's I guess, yeah,
She was.
They were still,
Kanye
building
and
her.
Beyonce. Yeah. She
Yeah.
wasn't at their level.
Maybe it's the music industry that got him crazy.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Flipped him.
Well, every
crazy song. We're all Jews.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
got oversaturated. He just went and snapped.
I don't know, but I feel like the Klan thing is so anti-black as opposed to anti-Jew.
I see he's an artist. He's making a statement, okay? 30-foot tall TVs with swastikas. That's a statement, all right?
Okay.
And these necklaces that are made out of like
Jew bones?
a bunch of Jew bones. It's a statement, okay? He's trying to take the swastika back.
I see. So I'm wrong.
Yeah.
He's a genius.
Exactly.
He's a Buddhist genius.
Exactly.
The hat was pointy. It was pointy.
It's pointy.
It's a bit pointy.
It's too pointy.
His hat.
Not so pointy.
You're going to have to leave the pointy hat.
That pointy.
Bennett.
We can talk about this at
Yeah.
the end of the world.
That was a good one, hey.
That was really good.
Yeah, I've been working on it. Over the weekend, I was doing it a bunch of times.
You had a good rock scream.
Thank you.
That's something to be proud of.
Thank you.
I'm serious.
I show it off more. But just for you guys that wait all the way to the end. You watch the whole show. Just for you.
I have no rock scream. But you know what I do
I bet you
scream
could,
for?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
What kind?
Boob milk ice cream.
Specifically.
Baby brand drops breast milk flavored ice cream. As moms admit they've already had the real thing. It's yummy. That's right. Breast milk
I've tried
ice cream.
I've tried it.
Yeah,
I have tried it.
We've all tried it.
We've all dabbled.
I've
It's
tried.
sweet.
It is.
It is sweet.
fine.
I've tried everybody.
And dirty at the same time.
I've tried daddy's milk.
Wait.
We have. Gotta go home and milk my dad. Sorry. No. Don't leave the camera on me. Baby
Got the
brand.
meat.
Okay.
Angela.
The Get Pumped brand will no longer make it. But if someone else does, what should they name the new breast milk ice cream? QB.
Mint chocolate tit.
Well played.
That's
Angela.
really good.
It's obvious.
Milk of damn, Gina.
I think that's the winner. I'm going to say 2 scoops of wife's cream.
That's good. That's
that's-
really
yeah,
good.
there
All
you
our
go.
winners.
Tasteful.
I would
point.
eat all of that.
Yeah.
And tomorrow we're going to eat you up if you come back.
Oh,
Please,
we will.
For the love of God, tell your friends.
Yeah, please. We really need it.
Seriously, it's a fun show. We know you like watching it.
Yes, and we like you.
And we'd like you to leave a comment that's...
What kind of boob ice cream you like?
Yeah.
What do you like? Yes, I would like to know your titillating ideas for naming boob ice cream. Until tomorrow.